I think a lot of young people, they suffer, well, people of all ages suffer under the weight of shame,
Mhm.
of self-loathing, of regret. Um, do you have a regret in your life? And how have you made peace with that regret?
Yeah. I think that, there are some people who say, never regret anything in life because it brought you to where you are today, and made you the person you are today. And that is, I can understand the truth of that, but I don't know that it's completely true. In one sense, that what if you're a worse person now because of that experience? And so, what if I'm a worse person because of that experience? So on one hand, there's a truth there, 100%. There's a truth there, but at the same time, I think it makes sense to be able to have some things that we've lived through, things we've chosen that, if I had to do it over again, I would have chosen differently. Now, here's, as Christians, we believe God can use it all. Absolutely, God can use every single mistake we've made, every single sin He can write a great story even in the midst of our brokenness. So I have absolute confidence and faith in that. But I also know that those things, those elements of my life that I wish I hadn't chosen, what I get to do now is like, this is the what I'll do. And when I feel overwhelmed by that, so you mentioned shame, you mentioned maybe some embarrassment or guilt and that regret. I can't go back in time and change that. What I can do is I can take all of it and place it under His dominion. And I know that's a kind of a fancy way of saying this, but I surrender it to Him and say, okay, God, I can't do anything about this. This is the situation. This is how it happened. These are the consequences that I'm living with right now, and I can't change any of them. So what I'm going to do is I submit them to you. I surrender them to you, and I place them under your lordship. I place it under your dominion, and say, you get to be Lord of that too. You get to be Lord of my broken past. You get to be the Lord of the consequences that I'm living through right now that I wish I didn't. I could change if I could, but you get to be Lord of it. You get to have access to it. And what I found so much freedom in that. Because there's nothing that He can't do something with. There's nothing, no element of our life that God can't do something with, and including the sources of our shame and some of the sources of our guilt.